Please subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon and you'll be notified of Kalkine's latest videos. I'm Sage for Kalkine Media. Today's trending topic covers the housing price rise and what to expect as the Treasurer regulators mull loan crackdowns. And the recent boom in the housing prices has emerged as major concerns for the Australian Treasurer, Josh Frydenberg. The surge in home prices fuelled by an increase in debt as record low interest rates made larger loans more affordable was even discussed at a regulators meeting last Friday. The risk has increased to an extent that more than 1 in 5 home buyers are borrowing more than 6 times their income. And the major concern is that some borrowers may not be able to repay in case the interest rates rise or they lose their jobs. The Treasurer is now contemplating a crackdown on home loans to minimise risks emanating from this situation. And in the past year, the value of a typical Australian home has surged over 18%. Several Australian cities have witnessed even larger price jumps. So what does the home loan data suggest? In the June quarter, the number of new residential mortgages where debt was at least 6 times greater than the income climbed to 21.9%, and this is up from 16% in the corresponding quarter of the previous year. The boom in borrowing activity was initially led by end users. However, investors took over the trend in the recent past, and according to the July figures, the new loans to landlords rose 1.8% on month compared to a decline in owner-occupier lending. These new loans nearly doubled in value from a year earlier. So what to expect? Now, with Treasurer Josh Frydenberg having given financial regulators a go-ahead to consider clamping investors would be a worried lot, since they are more likely to take on more debt. It is currently difficult to predict what exactly regulators would do, and during 2012 to 2017, its property boom, property investors were the specific targets of the Australian Prudential Regulation Authorities, or APRA. And APRA had taken 2 major decisions during the time. It rolled out a 10% cap on annual investor lending growth during late 2014. Then, in early 2017, it introduced a 30% cap on new interest-only lending as a proportion of all new home loans. And meanwhile, in the first 8 months of this year, the median housing values across the country have risen 15.8%, according to CoreLogic's index, and the values are up 18.4% in the past year. Housing prices have seen the fastest annual growth since 1989. In dollar terms, the annual increase in national dwelling values equates to approximately $103,400 or $1,990 per week. CoreLogic Research Director Tim Lawless said in his own words. In conclusion, considering the ongoing rise in house prices, the clampdown is possible anytime soon. However, what measures are taken by the regulators would only be clear when announced. And if you do like this information, please like, share, comment on the video below, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. You'll be notified of the Kalkine's latest videos. But for more information and regular updates, do head to the website. It's kalkinemedia.com. And I'm Sage for Kalkine Media.